Back in the mid-70s, I made a tetrahedron with a cosmic cube in it. I made it out of toothpicks, so it was really small, like 3 inches on a side. And then in 1985, I made a big 3-foot version of it. Pretty neat, eh? Well, a few weeks ago, I decided to make a miniature replica of this. Let's see if it'll focus someday. Focus. Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's a replica. All the little angles and sticks are the same as on here. Let me show you how I did that. If you're wondering why everything's like this, it's because I'm being evicted, and that's kind of involving this project. Why am I working on this project? Because I figured, hey, I'm going to get one more chance to use my shop. I'll do something I've always wanted to do. So like, I took pictures of the big tetrahedron and then made sure they were right scale, and then I cut off little sticks of brass wire. Sometimes I bent them to match the angles and soldered it all. I taped them down onto the picture and then soldered them together. So it's a pretty precise replica of this. I also made this painting table as part of this project. And this project, oh, here's the original cube. You can see it's made out of just diffraction grating, so kind of lame looking. That's all that was available back then. So like the scale of this is 1/21.27th, and you might be wondering, well, where's the cosmic cube, Joe? Did you forget? Well, no, I didn't forget. There's a reason why there's no cosmic cube in the tetrahedron. It's because Jeannie's holding it. Now you're thinking, Joe, don't tell me you made that. Yeah, I made that. Get out. You didn't make that. You're a machinist. How could you make that? That's you work on your car. You work on your 72 New Yorker with your big gorilla hands. You're telling me you made this? Get out. I'm not an idiot. You can't fool me. Well, I did make it. The eyes are made of glass. The teeth are made of glass. The tetrahedron's made of brass. And the same laser paper that the big one's made out of. And this is the reason now, I'm finally explaining why the reason why 21.27 is because that's how big she is. She's 121.27 scale. And like all the men in America back in the 70s, I was only 12 at the time, 1972, I was in love with I Dream of Jeannie. So I made myself an I Dream of Jeannie out of plastic wood. And, it's pretty crude. It was maybe even cruder than this originally. And of course she was all the same color here. Same kind of tanned flesh color. And then over the years I've always wanted to upgrade her. You know, once in a while I'd do a little something, fix her hands, which would always break off. And fingers, and try to make them better, and but it would never work because they were just too flimsy. And since I'm getting kicked out of the house, I decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do as my last project, and that was October 5th, 2 months ago, when I started this. So I went from this, just like painted on eyes and lips and teeth, to the actual thing, you know, actual separate pieces and all that. And well, you're not believing I made this already, so let me make sure that you really do not believe it at all. Let me reduce the amount of light here. Okay. Brace yourself. Joe, get out. You did not make that. You filthy liar. You didn't make this. Huh? Yeah, I did. So, like, there's magnets in a magnet in the Cosmic Cube, and that's how she's able to hold it. It's not an attached piece. It's just got magnets in it. Her fingers are made out of steel now. Let me show you. Does it fit on screen? Okay. That's before, and then starting after. I think I started taking pictures about 5 days into it or something. A week or so maybe, I don't know. But that's when I've put the wires in her, and then this is why she can hold the Cosmic Cube, because her arms and hands are made of steel. Each finger and the thumb, of course, go all the way up the arm and into the shoulder. Notice that the arms have actual shape to them, and the shoulders and all that. They turned out very nice. Considering the size, I mean, at least. I mean, you know, if you're seeing them close enough, you see, yeah, the fingers don't look right. Looks like she's got some sort of severe blood pressure problem. At some point, I realized her boobs aren't boobs; they're actually bazoombas, or maybe even gazangas. So I reduced them down a bit. Gave her some abs. This is when I'm starting to paint. Shocking, isn't it? And then there's with her eyes on. And this is before I made the hair, obviously. And then I made the hair. It's actually held on with magnets. She's got a magnet in the top of her head, and then another one in the middle of her back. So, like, let me show you something else here. Unfurl the base. This is a little drawer to hold the alternate hair. This one has a separate fez. It won't fit right now with the clothes on, because that's why there's two separate hairs. One is for when she's naked, and the other one is for when she has her harem costume on. So the hair just has magnets in it. one for the top of the head, and one for the middle of the back, and then it all just fits together real nice. And then this one, it's actually 3 pieces. You can also have the pheasant ponytail, or not if you don't want. There's also a couple spare cosmic cubes, although they don't have magnets in them. One of them is just a piece of brass. The other one has the laser paper on it. The lid on the drawer is so that nothing can kind of stick up and then prevent the drawer from opening. It's got a magnet on the back to secure it. There's also a magnet under the floor, under the sand, that holds the top of the sandbox, I guess you'd call it, to the base that has the batteries in it. Yeah, she's removable from here, but of course you wouldn't want to do that because then the sand will spill into the earphone plug that her foot jacks into to power her eyes. So this is what I've been working on for 2 months, instead of concentrating on finding another place to live like I should have been. I guess that kind of makes me a bona fide artist, not paying attention to reality too closely, or even closely enough. Okay, good day.